few days, I've been sitting around and thinking about how I could give back and help other people in this time of crisis. I've been feeling very helpless about the situation, but I'm just not the type of person to dwell on things I can't do. Rather, I want to focus on the things that I can do. Hey guys, this is Donna from Donna Makes Art, and in this video, I will be starting a new series of watercolor portraits. So I asked on Instagram whether you guys would want to see the process videos for the watercolor portraits that I have been posting, and most of you said yes. Also, I was quite surprised, pleasantly so, to see how in my previous video I said that you guys should invite your friends because I really only get inspired to make new content when I have new subscribers, and you guys delivered! I received a few comments saying that I was underrated and a few DMs requesting that I make more videos, and I was super touched, and it was very sweet of you guys to say so. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. A quick disclaimer, this series of videos will be a bit on the chatty side, so if you want a more in-depth explanation on how I am approaching my portrait paintings, I made a mini tutorial which I'll link up in the cards and down below. To summarize very quickly the steps that I take, I first do a value sketch on a separate sheet of paper to figure out where the shadow shapes are. Then I sketch out a new drawing onto my surface and go in with my first layer. Knowing what shadow shapes I want to chisel out makes it easier to focus on my color selections. For this piece in particular, I really loved the eyes of the model and the striking contrast of her black hair. When painting black, I don't advise going for a pure black color. Rather, I prefer to mix my own black using ultramarine and burnt sienna. This lends a cooler tone and a softer touch to the darkest areas. And I guess that's it. Why? Because my family is noisy and I need to end this clip right now. In the previous week, we had a message impressing upon us the importance of selflessness and generosity, especially in this time of unrest. I was super convicted when I heard that message, but I didn't know how to help other people. At first, when the thought of making more YouTube videos occurred to me, I thought that I was being very selfish and I scrapped the idea. But seeing your guys' comments and requests for more content pushed me to a different perspective. There is a need, with everyone staying home, for more content and things to watch. It's not only that they want to be entertained, but rather because we feel the longing for human connection. And when you're watching YouTube, you feel like you're talking to a friend. So get your paints out if you want to paint with me, or have some coffee ready if you just want to listen to me talk in the background. As much as I want to jump into the bandwagon of good vibes and positive mindset, in most cases I am quite pessimistic and very anxious about everything. which is not a very Christianly aspect of me. It took my boss reminding me to practice gratefulness for me to count my blessings. And there's a lot of blessings to be had. But in our determination to be happy and joyful and put up a good front, I think we're also missing the chance to be sympathize, or be empathetic to other people who are going through very hard times. People who not only have loved ones that they're worried about, but also those who have possibly lost their income, taken a hard hit with their businesses, doctors who are torn between their Hippocratic oath and their staying with their family. One of my favorite artists here on YouTube is Miriam Tilson, and she does beautiful, beautiful artwork, but also very painful imagery. Some people wondered why she draws the things she draws, and she answered in a very poetic way. She's very interested in human behavior, and she wants to depict the beauty in suffering. It reminded me of a verse. The Bible does say to rejoice in suffering, but it also says to mourn with those who mourn. My prayer life in recent days have been so alive. There hasn't been a moment that the frontliners, people who are living day by day, hand to mouth, friends that just opened up their stores, there's not been a day where I've forgotten them. And this is just my way of expressing my emotional support, I suppose. I don't have the eloquent words to comfort, but perhaps I could be a shoulder to cry on and an ear to listen to your woes. Whew. So this was quite a heavy segment, and it's the first of the series. I'm so sorry about that. I promise you that it's not gonna be all doom and gloom. But this is a message that I had to get off my chest, and I hope that in hearing it, it will bring to mind other people whom you want to pray for, or whom you could reach out to, a friend that you haven't spoken to in a while, a loved one that's in a different country, just asking them how they are. Perhaps when you go to the grocery or your 7-Eleven, ask the cashier how they're doing, how their family is. Small things like that. It could impact lives to know that someone cares. Perhaps not in a very cheery and yeah way, but in our own quiet, underrated way. It would be awesome if we grew a community where we could be a light to other people. So that's it for me. I'm sorry that this video was kind of a downer. I promise you that the next one would be much happier. Like this video if you wanna see more content like this. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. I'll be coming up with another one tomorrow, so share this with an art buddy or someone who needs to hear this message. Oh, and before we end, I just wanted to say happy birthday to Lazy Jasper. I hope that you're watching this. I know it can be kind of tough to have a birthday while everything is happening, but I hope that this greeting would cheer you up even just a little bit. I hope you enjoyed the content that I'm coming up with, regardless of how rambly I am, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!